Hello folks, this is the Timberborn closed beta, an upcoming city builder based around beavers. If you saw my recent Against the Storm video and like the beavers in that, well, you're going to love this one. If you've seen videos on the alpha, this has come a long way since then, and it's got a lot of stuff still to add. Dams are coming soon, apparently. I'm just going to place a wood pile down there, because otherwise they're not going to do anything at all. What I'm also going to do is demolish this lumberjack flag. I'm going to put it a bit further towards the trees. That seems to be a wise thing to do, so we can now designate these trees to chop down, all of these. And they'll get busy with that, but not yet until they've actually rebuilt the lumberjack flag. Excellent stuff. And once they've got enough logs, which we do have because we've got some in storage, we can build the log pile. And they've already done that. Excellent stuff. They won't chop trees down until they've got a log pile. Right, I'm going to speed things up a little bit because this game tends to be best on, I think, 3 speed. Seems to be the thing to do. So we've got 7 adult beavers, 4 children. Only the adults can work, so we will need to start building houses for them to bang in, so we can produce kids, and the kids will eventually grow up, after 4 days, into adult beavers. Right, so they're now starting to get busy chopping and all that. In the meantime, let's get busy making a place for them to drink. That is something that will kill them very quickly if you don't add a watering place early on. Place that one there. This is quite cheap. It needs 6 logs. We've already chopped down some logs, so here they come. Work is automatically assigned here. Everyone gets a job and then sticks to it. Unfortunately, you do need adults for it. But we've got 3 jobless ones at the moment, so we've still got plenty of leeway. Right, so we do need to get some food. We've got some food to start with, 123. We've got especially a warehouse underneath the builder's hut here. We've also got some stairs and everything. Because this game does actually work on multiple levels, you can stack buildings on top of others frequently, which is very convenient. So what you can do as well, I'm going to build one house. I'm going to build it there. And what this will mean is a crafty way of getting... Because at the moment we can't actually get onto this plateau here because there are no stairs. However, if we build a house here, they will be able to walk across the top of the house onto there. So that's a nice little tippy-poos. Anyway, as I say, we do need to get some food. So I'm going to build a forager's flag here. I'm going to designate those bushes... berry bushes here to be chopped down, but not yet, because they've all gone to sleep. And because there aren't any houses, they've all got sleeping bags, which ain't great. It's not very comfortable, and they won't be able to breed like that. So what we'll do in this video is attempt to achieve 8 goals. We've currently achieved 3. We've satisfied their hunger, thirst and sleep. All 11 beavers have their needs satisfied. So there's a bunch of these we can do to get up to 8. We can't do them all, at least not early on in the game, because some of them require like incredibly expensive monuments. But we can start unlocking things by producing science, which will allow us to make things like a temple, which will satisfy their spirituality. But first we need to actually just set up a very basic research area. I'm going to do it... I'm actually going to do it up in the air, because this isn't that place dependent. It doesn't need resources. I'm also going to make 2, because you do need a lot of science. And that'll each of one of those will employ 1 person, and we've got some jobless people at the moment, so that's all good. Now the forager flag is set up, so we are starting to gather some berries, so we will be slowly replenishing that supply. However, you do need absolute bugger ton of food in this, and so I'm going to start by making a load of carrot fields. I think I'll do it. Well, we'll need some water power at some point, so I want to make a little a mill district, so that might be over here. So let's actually put a couple of fields here and here. These require up to 2 workers each, which is not ideal. Also, we will need workers quite soon. We've got 1 house, and it's got enough room for 2 adults and 1 child, so that's good. So you do need the houses. So I will think about making more houses soon. Houses kind of location dependent in the fact that you have to make sure that they are in range of the beaver's job, otherwise they won't live there, or they won't be able to work. Either one of the 2. So the forest has already been deforested, so we will have to make sure that we plant trees. We need a forester for that, but that's locked behind science. Thankfully we have got 1 science thing up and running, so we've got 1 inventor on the go. Nice. And... okay, so now they're going to bed. At the moment, they will mill around for a while before actually going to bed. For that to be improved, we do need a campfire, which will make it so that they, instead of milling around, they'll go and sit in the campfire and they'll attend to one of their goals, which is the social life goal. So our farms are not being built because we haven't got enough logs. So to address that, I built a 2nd lumberjack, which requires 1 worker. Although we can actually tweak that up to 2. If we wanted. But these, I think 1 beaver can sort out these trees, and 1 beaver can sort out all these trees, we do need to get the farms up and running as soon as possible. We've got 6 logs for this one down here, so that's going to slowly happen. Carrots take a few days to grow, but once you actually get harvest, there's actually loads of them. And we also will need to plant some potatoes, which we then have to grill into grilled potatoes, and that'll satisfy nutrition level 2, because carrots will satisfy 1, and grilled potatoes 2, and later on you can unlock wheat and bread, which will satisfy nutrition level 3. And if you've got all 3, you will have achieved 3 new goals, which is rather handy. Speaking of goals, when I say goals, I'm just talking about their well-being goals, but there's also actual goals as well. I've already achieved this once, but if you get up to 8 of the well-being goals, you will unlock a different tribe of beavers, which are like faster but hungrier. And then once you've unlocked those, you can use them to unlock the fancy beavers. So I'm now finally had enough logs to build the carrot field, so that's happening. But we are sorely in need of houses, so I'm going to put the houses in this kind of slightly scrappy area over here. And then later on we'll be able to build on top of the existing houses, possibly pointing in the opposite direction, and really make the most efficient use of our space. You can build your own platforms and stairs, however they are locked behind science and they're quite expensive because you need to turn the logs into planks at a carpenter's. But you can cheese it a little bit early on by doing it this way, by making it so that we can have access to this slightly higher plateau and all that. So the lack of logs is a bit of a bottleneck, so what I'll do in the meantime is give the remaining builders something to do by building some paths, which is very handy. You can see where they are moving around a lot, so let's build the paths. The paths are actually free, but they take a bit of time to build. And it means the beavers do move a bit faster around the shop. So, a bit of a network going on there. It's going to take them a while, but... Oh, we've had another child grow up, so now we've got 11 beavers all working away, but we've only got space for 6 adults. Yeah, we've got 2 adults, 2 adults, 2 adults. The third slot is for children only. Right, so I'm finally going to build a campfire. We may end up needing 2 of these, and that'll satisfy their social life at some point. I think I'm going to unlock a forester as well. Unfortunately, this requires planks though, so I think before we do that, before we have the ability to replant trees, we're going to need to make a carpenter. This requires power as well, so this is going to be a bit of a thing. So let's set up the power thing first, so we know where that's going to be. A water wheel, which has to be on the river. And the carpenter can therefore go really close to it, because this is a powered building. You'll need logs. So I'm kind of wishing I'd put the entrance to the logarium pointing in the other direction, to be honest. But what I'll probably do is put the forester over here and do all the wood gathering here, and then put a log pile a bit closer to the carpenter as well, rather than have it right in the middle. This might be best replaced by something like another campfire. Which means I think I'll demolish this. Get rid of that. And then turn this logarium up to 2 workers. Oh, yep, that sound indicates that we have now achieved another goal in our well-being list. It's gone back down to 3, I think, though, because I think our thirst is temporarily not sated. But yeah, we've now got comfort goal achieved. Our current population has got places to stay, every single one of them, which is very good indeed. It looks like at least one person's died of old age, though, so circle of life and all that. Okay, so the top field is now 75% done, and... Oh, actually, this other field, I think we've actually already had the harvest, whilst I was fanning around talking about other stuff. Yes, we've actually had the carrots harvested in. Oh, yep, and there we go, the carrots have now had an effect, so it looks like the beavers have now eaten a load of the carrots, and they've satisfied their nutrition 1 requirement. Hooray! Okay, so we still haven't built the bloody campfire, we still need another bunch of logs. I've designated some more trees over here as well, because it turns out I've chopped down all the trees down here, so... Things are getting a little awkward. I may have to do something about that, but not yet. So the beavers are now having a social life with that campfire. So we've now achieved the 6 well-being goals. Social life is all fulfilled. And the next ones we'll be going for nutrition 2 by making potatoes. Probably spirituality is temple, no. We'll go for aesthetics, because that's very easy to do. But we will need to unlock something. Spend science points on a shrub. 20, we've got 198, so that's plenty. And we can plant a shrub somewhere where every single one of them will walk past it every day. So I can probably do it kind of like... Ooh, it's a bit awkward, that. Maybe back here. Because they'll all go to the campfire, won't they? And that will easily satisfy the aesthetics quality. Even if it's just one bush. If you place the bush in the right place, you're sorted. You're laughing. Oh, the carrot field is still taking a while. As is the water wheel and the carpenters. They have very big log requirements. I've moved the lumberjack flag over here, by the way, because there aren't any trees over there anymore. So this is a good day. We are now... Here we go. The water wheel is now built, so they can finally get the carpenter thing on the go. Now, let's have a look. So the carpenter, as I say, does require power, and the water wheel is going to provide it. However, we do need to set up an actual straight shaft. It can go anywhere onto the building, and that's quite cheap as well. You can build corners, but they're a lot more expensive. But simply by putting that there means that we'll have spinny shafty action going on, and the carpenters will be powered, and any building that's actually like adjacent to it will also get some power as well. But we don't need to be worrying about other powered buildings just yet. I wish to get sorted with the carrot field. We are going to go hungry. We've actually run out of the old carrot harvest. We are back on the berries now, so I do need to make sure that I do harvest some more of those. They are growing back, thankfully. It's just that trees and berries, they do grow back, but it is quite slow. Right, so over here, the carpenter's built, but as I say, we can't do anything just yet. They're busy putting logs in ready to process, but we do need to make sure that the shaft, which requires one log, is built first, otherwise we're not going to get anything sorted there. For some reason they don't seem to be that keen on doing that. Oh, we have got an issue. Pause. It looks like our storage is full. We've got so many berries in there. Berries and carrots at the moment, that's all we've got in there. I mean, that should come down quite soon because we are going to eat all that up, but it does prove that you do need to think about additional storages. So at the moment, yes, the bush has finally been built. It's taken a while, but finally, we actually are now going to get the aesthetics thing sorted. In fact, literally just as I click that, we had the sound effect to say, yes, we've got the aesthetics. 15 all satisfied by that one bloody bush. And that should happen because they all go to the campfire and get in radius of it, so that's handy indeed. So, we've dropped something though. Oh, a couple of people aren't getting their water. I think what I'll do is I'll add a second water area. You can unlock a better version of this, but for now let's just get another watering hole over on this side of things, just so people over here can get their thirst satisfied a bit quicker. Oh, here we go, look. Also, finally the one shaft has been built. And that means the carpenter is busy processing all the logs and putting the planks into here. So we really could do with extra storage. Since I haven't got any other building jobs on the go at the moment, so I think now might be the good time to do that. I have a small warehouse. We'll put it kind of here, I think. And I'll make it so that this eventually doesn't have... We'll make this just food, I think. Right, so let's fiddle with our materials. We've got no logs, but we've got 10 planks at the moment, so let's make sure that berries, bread, carrots, flour, grilled potato and all that, and potatoes can't go into here. Meanwhile, over here, we'll have to do the exact opposite. So just take away all the stuff that's just crap, basically. So finally, let's sort out the potato level 2 nutrition, because that is kind of important. I'll do 2 potato fields. We've finally got a jobless. Finally got some slack. So I'm finally getting around to making the forester, so that's 60 points. I've got loads of science at the moment. So finally we can actually replant all these bloody trees. So let's put that there. We'll make a little path. So goal-wise, we're nearly there. We've nearly got our 8 well-being points. We just need the potatoes, the grilled potatoes, so to satisfy the second level of nutrition. We could build a temple, which requires... actually, we could build a temple, maybe. Let's see how much that costs. 300 science points, 120 logs and 40 planks. And we could do that. So let's be thinking about this. This could be our alternate route to potential winning our goal. Not sure where we're going to put this. It probably needs to be quite central. We could put it there. Yeah, let's do that. That's going to be incredibly expensive, and I really don't want them to prioritise that. I say the potatoes... Well, either we're going to go for the potatoes and a grill that we'll need as well, or we'll have the temple, so either will do. I don't care which they prioritise, to be quite honest. Oh, are they harvesting? Oh, there's nowhere for them to take it, because this is in full. You know what? I think maybe some carrots. Maybe we're going to allow some carrots here. We're running into serious problems with the lack of logs. I built another lumberjacks thing here, so they're getting some from over here. The lumberjack flag over here, we've pretty much run out of trees. It's not ideal. We could theoretically go over the river and start cutting down these, but speaking of which, actually we do need to actually start thinking about having to get this sorted, because I built a house on top of here, but it's inaccessible because there's actually a great big pit in front of the house. So what I'm going to have to do is unlock a footbridge for 120 science points. Blimey, that's expensive. Place that there, which will make it so they can get up there. I won't bother with stairs because they can get at it from the other side. So to try and to encourage the foresters to be built, I've turned off construction of the temple in the other potato field. Things are starting to regrow a little bit, some of the existing trees, so I can chop down those at least. That one as well. Nothing's regrowing over here. We are really, really running out of trees. I can't really go across those because it costs too much logs and planks just to build the bridges and that. So believe it or not, we are doing quite well. We just need to get our social life back on track because we need another campfire. But I think the potatoes are coming in, so if we build a grill, we'll be able to get the nutrition level 2, and we'll be able to achieve the well-being of 8 without having to build a temple or the other potato field. And the temple is requiring way too many logs. It's going to take way too long to regrow all the trees. So what I'll do, log pile, I'm going to move that over to here. There's a new tree in the way there. Or maybe over, because this is where the, yeah, we'll do that. And so I'm going to decrease this. Oh, actually, we don't do that just yet. We'll wait for that to be built first. We'll get rid of all the logs, and then we'll replace this with another campfire, which I think will be a good place to put it. And then we need to concentrate on the potato, so I think I will actually reactivate this. But hopefully this one field should be enough to get nutrition level 2 to happen, at least once anyway. So they've been very industrious. I do like these lower views. However, they're not very useful for building, and also when you release the mouse button, it pops you back up again. So that's why I'm primarily staying in this one slightly awkward view up here. So the good news is the potato field is nearly done, and that reminds me, I haven't actually made the grill yet. Which is here, which is quite cheap, this one. I'm going to put it over there. So some of these trees are finally growing up and then immediately being chopped down. It seems to self-designate them to be chopped down, which is handy. Doesn't always happen, that. So, yeah, we're very close to building the grill. In fact, we've just built it, just as I said that, which means the potatoes that we've already had a harvest of are now being taken out of storage and finally getting into the grill, which means we are now producing grilled potato, which is going to storage, which means their nutrition level 2, which is here, will start to go up once that's actually been eaten. Looks like they're not actually eating them yet because I don't think they've actually got hungry yet. I paused a lot of construction deliberately to make sure that things happen. I'm going to make sure that new house is being built because we actually do have too many adults now for the housing. Oh, the nutrition level 2 has almost got to the top already. That was quick. And we just need to satisfy the comfort, and we're done. Right, so the new house has been built, but unfortunately we've got kids growing up, so we better hurry up and win. Come on, we're just now waiting for those. Oh, people aren't walking past the bush. We need the second bush to be built. Oh, damn it! That shrub is no longer all powerful. We need a second one. Oh, we need to get these stats up a little more. Oh, no, I tell a lie. A beaver must have walked past the sacred shrub. God knows why. But yes, we've finally achieved all 8 goals. Someone's walked past the bush, and we have satisfied all those. Not for long, admittedly, because, yeah, we are going to fill up our houses very quickly because we've got so many children. But I'd call that a win, and that would, if we hadn't already done it already, that would unlock the eager beaver tribe. So that's all good. Right, okay, so we'll stop here. We'll let things carry on just a little bit. Let's get a bit close up just so we can see the lads in action. Right, okay, so thanks for watching. This is a closed beta. You can maybe get into this by following the link in the description to go to their site and maybe try and get a key for yourself. All good. Do subscribe to the channel to be notified when new stuff goes live. Check out my Buy Me a Coffee if you want to support us on a one-off basis. Keep us going, finding better games and more of them and all that. Bye for now.